Hey everyone, Balin here, and welcome to Corona Diaries, entry number 1. So, if you've been living under a rock, you might not know, but there's this virus going around called COVID-19, and has pretty much made the world stop on the outside. Now, the intention for me for these vlogs, kind of, is to kind of show you my life around what's happening at the moment. So, I'll give you a little bit of backstory. I ended up being unemployed during this time, and I've been really trying to look for find a job, and I couldn't. And like I've got a side gig that I'm working on that I love. I got some other ideas that I can do, but I just ultimately I know I function better if I fill my time the most. The more free time I have, the less I function. It's a weird little thing I do. But anyway, point of the story, moral of the story is that I realized, like, why not revitalize the YouTube channel that I had kind of rebranded? Because before I did an MMA fight, and that was a little project that I did, and kind of documented my journey there. I learned a lot. I've grown a lot since then. So we're going again. So this is gonna be fun, but I'm gonna work on a little project. It's kind of show you what's happening in the life of the Balint during this time. And right now, today's job is mow the lawn. Very mundane, I know for sure, but moral of the story, kind of behind it as well, and you can hear the neighbors in the background, but the moral of the story of this whole point of everything is one of the most hated things one of the things that make my blood boil the most is mowing the lawn. Like, I don't know if it's for you, like it might be the same for you. It might be, I don't know, like ironing, it might be cleaning windows, or there might be something that like housework that just makes you tick, like just full of rage. And it might be different for different people, but I mean, made me realize, like, again, it's something that kind of needs to be done. It's something I get to do, and gyms are closed as well, and I'm quite kinesthetic, so I like to work out and move my body. So we're in a position where we kind of need to do some stuff. So that's going to be project number 1, to do this, and probably this coronavirus, Corona Diaries is going to be more about just going around and fixing things up, making things, keeping busy, but ultimately, what are we learning from this? Like, I'm a slow motion multitasker. I do a lot of things all like next to each other, and like in projects and stuff like that. It helps me stay creative. So I done martial arts, even in high school I was like doing musicals, music, academically well, and like I was all over the shop. I was all rounder. It's just like I like it. I function really well with that. So same thing here, is we're gonna do this here, but specifically finding the personal development within housework at the moment. So, or whatever I choose to find in during this time of self-isolation or quarantine, or what if we have a lockdown. If we do, we'll see. I don't know what Australia's doing. So anyway, enjoy the video. I have rarely seen uglier glasses than these. Hey, but at least they protect your eyes. So, okay, plan right now. Well, in New Zealand they call these whippersnippers, so it's basically doing the edges of everything. I'm gonna take these off, these stupid. But basically we're gonna go around the garden, just get this on, both here on the lower level and also in the front yard as well, and then going to proper lawn mowing, which is great. But as I said, this was one of the things that made my blood boil the most, and this came back from probably when I was younger. Is that this was actually one of my roles and my jobs. So even though like I'll be doing my projects and whatnot, and like ending up needing to do them, like having that feeling of this is your obligation, I have no choice around it, it for some reason pissed me off in the past so much. Not right now, because again, like I'm actually looking forwards to this. I don't know what's switching in my mind, but it's like more of like this little kind of project that we can try and see, like, what can we create, what can we make out of it. Anyway, too much talking, let's actually get some work and enjoy the time less. Well, that was a fail. Started it, going through like the back part of it. I'm like, oh cool, just make sure I start the camera so it's good to do time lapse here, and then yeah, stopped it and I can't restart it. Thought like, okay, maybe it's out of petrol. I'll put some petrol in it. It's not. So anyway, if you watched that time lapse just before, that's just me having a try at it, but not really succeeding. So anyway, we'll get the big guns, aka my father, involved, and we'll see how we go with this. All right, success. Well, at least for now. So it turned out it was the air filter. It was just full of petrol and was just not starting anymore. So cleaned it out. Oh man, yeah. I usually just do these things. I don't understand the mechanics and the engineering behind machines like that. But it's good to have someone like my dad that actually runs through it and explains it and show it. I'm like, oh, cool. That actually makes more sense. Now it works. Now we can actually get back to work. Alright team, well, we are done. Well, at least with this. Ta-da! It's looking nicer. It's looking definitely nicer. I'm just sweaty and dirty, but we got through everything, which is the important part. Ultimately, one of the big realizations I know is that I need a physical outlet to kind of move my body and everything. And obviously all gyms are closed at the moment, so doing housework is still a pretty good option. I was actually wanting to do some shadow wrestling and some workout on the grass, but it was way too long. So it's gonna be good now to actually do that. So maybe even do a video about that. But ultimately, when we are faced with uncertainty like we are with this coronavirus, we need to do micro certainties. And I got this from my friend Peter Shaw, who runs Scary and Exciting. So if you want to check him out, go Scary and Exciting on Instagram or scaryandexciting.com. And he just sent out his Super 6. So every Wednesday or Thursday, he sends out 6 points of what he thought, and they're really, really informative. And one of them for this week was micro certainties. Even though there's so much uncertainty in the world right now, as of this moment, we can create micro certainties. Yes, I don't know what's going to happen within tomorrow, week, or in a month's time, but I'm going to choose to go on a 45-minute walk. I don't know what's going to happen with the European Union at this point, but I'm just going to mow the lawn. I don't know what's going to happen in the future with the elections, but you know what? I can clean up my room. It's small little certainties where if it's otherwise it gets overwhelming and too anxiety driven. If you just take a breath and just focus on things that you can control, you will get your certainty back, but it's not going to be from a normal everyday way that you used to do. So this is actually quite spiritual as well. So this is going to be my content. I'm going to be doing anything and everything pretty much, and it's basically finding the personal development within life. And that is pretty much my whole message and everything I'm doing, with my side gig, with just housework, with when I was doing my Winter Warrior Challenge, where I was training up for a fight. Everything was finding the personal development within the journey, within arts, disciplines, and skills. So basically, if you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give me a like, and also comment what you liked about it best, and also any suggestions at all. I do appreciate it as well. You can follow me. I'll link all socials in description below. But if you go Balint_Yoja, you can pretty much find me most places. So you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.